Hello, this is the quadratic formula presentation made by Naja, Alea, and Fabian.
Hi, Frankie.
Hello.
The quadratic formula equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. It has to be in this formation in order to make the quadratic formula, which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac and 2a over 2a. Our first example is as follows. We had the equation x squared plus 4x equals 5, but we had to put it into the quadratic equation format that is right here. It has to equal 0. So we just moved 5 over and subtracted 5 on both sides. Then we plugged in all of our numbers here, and we just followed through, and we got this, which will be negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 plus 20 all over 2. We solved it out, and in the square root box, we got 36. We know that the square root of 36 is 6, so we plus or minus it, and of course we will have two answers, one for where we subtracted, which is right here, and one for where we added, which is right here. This is another example, but right here we didn't show that we didn't have an equation where we had to flip it into the quadratic equation format. So we just plugged everything in. We got 16 minus 12 plus or minus negative 4 over 2. We got the square root of 4, which we know is 2. We plus or minus that, which is shown right here. And eventually we got negative 1 and negative 3. This equation was kind of different because we don't get a perfect square root. This equation, we have it in the quadratic equation format already. We have to set it up like we usually would. Once we subtracted it, the 25 and the 8, we got 17, which can't be square rooted at all. So we just had to leave it at the answers as 1 plus and 1 minus. We can use the quadratic formula when building roller coasters, bridges, and just plain landscaping for a building that may have the format of it. Usually, when we will see a quadratic formula, it will be in a either upward U shape or downwards U shape, like in this roller coaster. Per Naja, we got this example where a soccer ball or any type of ball will be thrown in the air and will fall down. She drew the soccer ball to show that a ball can be thrown, and as it lands, it will create that U shape that we will see in the quadratic formula. What was difficult about making this presentation was finding real life examples and all the bloopers that we have making this video. We already knew the quadratic formula, so it was very easy to explain and create the problems. Say too easy.
Too easy.
Thank you.